unfinished business from the tournament a few nights ago sets this stage for Drew McIntyre versus Jordan Devlin. The Irish Ace has unfinished business with McIntyre, like Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura have unfinished business as well. But McIntyre lost to Devlin in the tournament. This is last man standing. Will it happen again? You gotta figure that there's unfinished business, and I guarantee you Nakamura, like I said, and Rollins, and we will see that again. But remember, Drew McIntyre's in the rankings. Seth Rollins is in the rank, is not. Nakamura is. McIntyre is. But it is this early. It is also early in the match, and McIntyre busted open Devlin, just like he did in the tournament. McIntyre is taking it to Jordan Devlin, but it's going to take a lot to take out the Irish Ace. He proved that in the tournament after beating both McIntyre and Roman Reigns. He pinned the Tribal Chief and he pinned McIntyre. I do believe he fell victim to AJ Styles in the semifinals, if memory serves correct. But this is last man standing, and he's going against the Scottish Warrior. It is a different breed than the tournament. Because in the tournament, a pinfall gets it. A pinfall is enough. In this matchup, you gotta keep the Scottish Warrior down for a 10 count. But now Devlin is showing what he can do. He goes right for the mush. I think, and I've said this before, I said this when we did our old series with Jordan Devlin. I said it and I mean it. Devlin likes the taste of his own blood, and Devlin gets in another level when he starts tasting his own blood, and this is no different in this situation with the Scottish Warrior. It is no different against McIntyre that he likes taste of his own blood, and I think McIntyre may feel the same way, as McIntyre is busted open as well very, very quickly. This match is getting personal as the blood, as you see it, is trickling around the forehead of Drew McIntyre. The cut is getting worse. It's a lot worse than the cut on the face of the forehead of Devlin, as Devlin's got a chair and he's waiting for the Scottish Warrior to get back up to knock him back down. He's got a nice sized cut across the forehead, but McIntyre, you saw the blood pooling as he was on the ground, and the chair shot to the head took him down for at least a prolonged period of time. Is McIntyre going to stay down? Is this going to be it? This would be a deflating way for this matchup to end. And it's not over yet. McIntyre gets knocked back to the outside. After getting up at the count of 8. I mean, I can't see him staying down for any length of time after just getting clotheslined to the outside. How out of it is Drew McIntyre? How shook up is McIntyre from that chair shot? How shook up is McIntyre from that chair shot if he's staying down this long? Suicide dive, tope suicida. If he's going to be shaken up from one thing, he's going to be shaken up from the Devlin slide. Jordan Devlin takes down McIntyre. And now he's attacking the announcer's table. He knows what got him. He knows what got him with the Tribal Chief. He knows what did in the Tribal Chief. I still remember the fact that three Ireland's callings, into a corkscrew kick, as well as the Devlin slide was not enough to put down AJ Styles. A few flying forearm. I mean, that match between AJ Styles and Jordan Devlin was absolutely incredible in the semifinals of the tournament. He went for the future shock DDT, did McIntyre, but Devlin saw it coming. Devlin went for a headbutt of his own. But McIntyre, if anybody can catch a headbutt coming, it's the man that does his own headbutt. As McIntyre drops him with a stalling suplex. Headbutt connects the second time. Headbutt connects the second time. Speaking of Ireland's calling upcoming. Ireland's calling upcoming by the Irish Ace on the Scottish Warrior. Is this going to be enough to keep Drew McIntyre down, or is the Warrior going to show his warrior-like instincts? Again, it would be kind of deflating. McIntyre gets up at the count of 9. McIntyre gets up at the count of 9, and Devlin meets him with a Singapore cane shot to the sternum. You see him looking like Two-Face with the cut on the left side of his forehead. McIntyre is now wielding the cane. McIntyre is wielding the cane and taking some frustration out on the Irish Ace. He broke the cane over the back of the Irish Ace. Did Drew McIntyre. McIntyre is now not letting Devlin stay down. He's taking it too. Jordan Devlin is Drew McIntyre. He's got some frustration to take out. Does McIntyre on the Irish Ace. Claymore! Claymore! Down goes Devlin. Down goes Devlin. Down goes Devlin, and Devlin is now down. He's down for a bit of time, but he still gets back up. Does Devlin? Devlin still gets back up. He still gets back up, and he's still fighting. Jordan Devlin is still fighting. Devlin slide again. Devlin slide again. Devlin slide again. But Devlin is not satisfied. A double stomp keeps down Drew McIntyre. He wants to keep McIntyre down. He's not going to be satisfied until McIntyre stays down. Devlin rolls through. Double stomp. Devlin goes to the outside. He's got another steel chair. He's waiting. We saw this with the Singapore cane. We saw this with the Singapore cane. I think he's aiming for the referee. I think Devlin might have been aiming for the ref. I think he's frustrated with the referee, that the referee is not counting fast enough. Future Shock DDT. Future Shock DDT. Takes down Devlin. Future Shock DDT takes down Devlin. And Devlin gets back up. Devlin gets back up. Devlin gets back up after the count of 4. McIntyre looked like he was going for the Claymore. McIntyre looked like he was going to stall out for the Claymore, but decided to let the ref count. He decided to let the ref count. Stiff drop kick by Devlin. Stiff drop kick by Devlin, and he changes his mind from the referee. Devlin goes to the outside. Devlin sends McIntyre to the outside. We saw this with Roman Reigns. We saw this with AJ Styles. It did not pan out with AJ, but it panned out with Roman Reigns. He clinks the face of McIntyre off the ringside table. He sends him rib first into the announcer's table. I remember the word the second time. I didn't remember it the first. Again, into the ringside table. He keeps ramming him ribs first into the ringside table. I think he's trying to do something, and he may be better off trying to do it a different way. McIntyre's on the table. He got him the second time. He got him the third time. Or the fourth time. But now he's got him up. Ireland's calling through the announcer's table. Ireland's calling through the announcer's table. But that isn't enough. He's trying to do what he did to Roman Reigns. He wants to beat him right in the middle of the ring. He doesn't want the referee to count on the outside. He doesn't want the ref to count on the outside. He went for a headbutt to take down the Scottish Warrior. But McIntyre caught him with an uppercut. McIntyre caught him with a European uppercut. Swinging neck breaker. Devlin's got to watch himself. He cannot, I repeat, not take this for granted. He is still against a former two-time WWE champion as McIntyre just throws him to the outside. The power of McIntyre is finally showing its head in this contest. But Devlin stays down for a 1 count. He doesn't want to. Claymore! But McIntyre, much like Devlin, McIntyre wants to make sure Devlin is down for the count. He is not leaving him alone, even after he caught him with the Claymore. He is not leaving him alone, even after he caught him with the Claymore. He's picking McIntyre is picking Devlin up, and he's feasting on Devlin's bones. He is going to feast on the bones of the Irish Ace, if there's anything he has to say. He wants to make sure Devlin is down for the count without question, without fail. And it looks like, in my opinion, no! Somehow, at the count of 5, Devlin finds his way back up. And Drew McIntyre cannot believe it. The hesitation right hand by Devlin. He's going for the steel stairs. Devlin is going for the steps. Devlin has got the steel stairs. He's going to make sure that Drew McIntyre is down for the count. He accidentally hit the... I don't know if he accidentally hit the ref or purposefully hit the ref. You saw that? Did you see that? McIntyre was going for the Claymore. McIntyre went for the Claymore, but Devlin reversed him. McIntyre was going for the Claymore, but Devlin reversed him. Devlin was going back for the steps, but McIntyre reversed it. Inverted suplex by McIntyre on Devlin. Devlin is now down for the count. Any move, and Devlin is now getting mounted. He's got mounted punches from McIntyre. McIntyre is going after the cut of the Irish Ace. The intensity has risen in this matchup to a fever pitch because both these men know what they want. Both these men want to beat the others, want to give it their all and beat the life out of the other. They want to make sure that their opponent never forgets stepping in the ring with the other. But McIntyre should be looking to even it up. That's his goal. That should be his goal. It should not be to stoop to the level of Devlin. Devlin is being a youngster. He's being the upstart. He's being the unproven upstart that he is. He is not on the level of McIntyre and shouldn't take it for granted. He should not take it for granted. Devlin reverses McIntyre again, blocking what I assume to be the Future Shock backbreaker. The Future Shock DDT. He just sends McIntyre to the outside, does Devlin. He sends McIntyre to the outside. Devlin dives to the floor. Tope Suicida. We saw it earlier. Again, he's given McIntyre a taste of his own medicine. He's given McIntyre a taste of his own medicine with the mounted punches. Ireland's calling. He's trying to make sure that McIntyre will be down for the count. I think he's doing that by trying to inflict a bit more damage to McIntyre on the outside. Wait, McIntyre caught him this time. He caught him this time, reversing what I can only presume to be the Ireland's calling. Devlin may live to regret that. Again, Devlin can't. He can't be taking it for granted. McIntyre looks like he's measuring him. But both men have their chin tucked and their arms up. It's like Eric Bischoff would always say, when you're in a karate fight, you gotta have your chin tucked and arms up. McIntyre again looks like he's measuring the Irish Ace. I mean, if the barricade wasn't there, I think McIntyre would have thrown him into the third row. Hell, if this wasn't a video game, I think he would have thrown him into the third row. McIntyre and Devlin are finally back into the ring. When will this match end? Crossbody block off the top rope by Devlin. Devlin's going for the Texas Cloverleaf. He's going for the Cloverleaf. He's going for the Cloverleaf on McIntyre. He wants to make McIntyre submit. Even if he doesn't win. Even if he doesn't win by making it being the last man standing. He wants to make McIntyre submit. That would be good enough for the Irish Ace. That would be a good enough coup for the Irish Ace, because that would mean he could hold a candle to McIntyre, saying that he has a victory over McIntyre, and he also made McIntyre submit. That would be enough for the Irish Ace. Even if McIntyre is the last man standing, Drew McIntyre still would not have a pinfall victory or a submission victory over the Irish Ace, as McIntyre is getting locked up again in the Texas Cloverleaf. He's getting locked up again in the Cloverleaf. And Devlin, I hope he realizes that even if he gets him to submit, it will not be enough. It will not be enough. He still needs to get him to be the last man standing. He still needs to be the last man standing. Roll through, double stomp. Roll through, double stomp. He went for another submission. I think Devlin is learning that if he wants to make McIntyre submit, that he needs to work on the legs of the Scottish Warrior. McIntyre, 10 beats to the Bowery, like Sheamus. These two men, blood trickling down their face. It's a sight that I never thought I'd see in a WWE video game. Props to 2K for what they've done with these systems and with these games. I don't know why the ref goes on the opposite side of the ring. As McIntyre catches Devlin, he's tired of the games. He's tired of Devlin being what he's being and doing what he's doing. He's tired of it. He's tired of the games. Is the Scottish Warrior. He wants to finish this. Devlin rolls to the outside again. He goes for the hesitation right. He misses it the first time, but gets it the second time. It does Devlin. Surfboard. Is it the surfboard? It is a surfboard. It is a surfboard. He's got McIntyre on the surfboard. But now he's attacking the arms of the Scottish Warrior instead of the legs. Now he's attacking the arms of the Scottish Warrior instead of the legs. But now he's back to the legs. He's back to the legs. He's got him in that cloverleaf again. He's got him in the cloverleaf again. Eventually, if Devlin can keep putting him in the cloverleaf, he may get lucky. He may get the pinfall. I mean, he may get the submission. He may get him to submit. McIntyre brushes him off. Claymore! 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 This has got to be it. This has got to be it. Look at how fast this is. Look at how fast this is. This has got to be it. And that is it. McIntyre gets the win over Jordan Devlin. But you gotta wonder if the Scottish Warrior will want more revenge, another measure of revenge against Jordan Devlin, because that match did not net him an ever so satisfying pinfall victory, which is what Devlin has over McIntyre and what got him at what Devlin rather got during the tournament, where Devlin advanced to the final round, the semifinals, against the Phenomenal One, and put in a steamrolling effort against AJ Styles, but fell short in its efforts to fight the rated R superstar. But the fact of the matter is, I think things are far from over between the Irish Ace and the Scottish Warrior. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know down in the comment section below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next